Okay, good afternoon. Can everybody hear me? Great. Before you go, you mentioned that you don't have a microwave, and I thought perhaps you don't have a washing machine as well. So here's some new gear.
Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay,
I do have a washing machine.
Okay, just a few slides on the Amsterdam Internet Exchange. I realized that this is the North American Network Operators Group. Why in presentation of a European exchange point? Well, at the Amsterdam Internet Exchange, we get more and more requests from North American ISPs that either want more information or actually want to connect to the Amsterdam Internet Exchange. So we thought it's a good idea to spend some slides here. Very short talk, just a few words on the organizational setup of the Amsterdam Internet Exchange, a few words on the infrastructure, who's connected, how to connect, and some of the experiments we are engaged in. Okay, the Amsterdam Internet Exchange is one of the largest exchanges in Europe, and it's certainly the oldest one. The three big exchanges, I think, in Europe are Stockholm, London, and Amsterdam. And if we compare the size of the exchange by the number of ISPs connected, it's a red race between London and Amsterdam. I think we're bigger today, but it can be different tomorrow. The setup of the M6 is it's an association under Dutch law, and each of the connecting ISPs is a member of the association, and each of the connecting ISPs has one vote in the association. The association has a general assembly, meets twice a year or more, and there's an executive committee that takes care of daily business. There is a technical committee. All of the ISPs connected are invited there. Meets 3 times a year, co-located with the right meeting. And finally, there is a facility manager that takes care of the operations of the exchange, and that's SurfNet, the company I work for. And SurfNet is reachable 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for the Amsterdam Internet Exchange issues. The M6 is shared infrastructure. It's not an ATM exchange. There are 2 colo facilities very close to each other, both in Amsterdam. At each of the exchange locations, there is switching hardware, and at Sarah, at one location, there is a router, and there are a couple of service LANs to which Unix boxes are connected for various reasons. The 2 locations are interconnected by gig ether, and there is backup on fast ether. ISPs connect to the exchange at either 10-base-T or 100-base-TX, and we're looking into gig ether connections as well right now. FIDI is not available anymore. We dropped that 2 years ago. The exchange has been pretty stable since the start, which is 4 years ago now. There has been no outages except for the day after Christmas 1998, when almost half of the city of Amsterdam was without power. But okay, it was not only the exchange that was down at that moment in time. The UPSs ran out, and the exchange was down. Right, besides the connectivity towards the shared infrastructure, there are many private interconnects. There's lots of fiber between the 2 locations of the exchange, and it's available very cheap for everybody who wants to use it. This is a picture of the exchange right now. 2 catalyst switches at each of the locations. Sorry, 1 catalyst switch at each location. The trunks between the locations, gig ether and fast ether. And at the Sarah location here, there's a router which serves as a route collector and a route fuse box, so to speak, available through a looking glass, where you can see all the exchange ISPs peer with that box, and you can see the routing tables from there. This is a look at, not a live look, but a captured look at one of the exchange switches, the one at Sarah, on an average working day, and it peaks at well over 200 max. And the other switch shows similar behavior, and the peak we had for the exchange was just below half a gigabit per second a few weeks ago. Okay, the exchange in Amsterdam is an international exchange, we dare to say that. Almost all large national ISPs in the Netherlands are connected. Quite a number of European ISPs are connected, and some global players are there. The total number of ISPs yesterday was 57, and we are still awaiting 10 more. They're in the process of signing contracts, getting connected, etc. Some examples are UNet, EBON, EUNet, etc. Have a look at the webpage. I'll show the URL later, and you can view who's connected. All the ISPs are there. The Amsterdam Internet Exchange is a very simple exchange in the sense of rules. It's a bring your box solution. You select the colo facility first. It's SARA or NICAP. They differ not in price, but they differ in the services offered. At SARA, for instance, you can have a web farm or more service if you want. At NICAP, it's a situation that you bring your router and you backhaul that to your backbone. You fill out a web form and things get rolling. Okay, the Amsterdam Internet Exchange, together with its or some of its ISPs, are engaged in a number of projects. The multicast project is the oldest one. We were running MBGP among 4 ISPs for more than half a year now, and we now are starting with NSDP peerings. There is an effort on building a V6 exchange, and this is done in cooperation with the 6bone people and the people that are taking the initiative for 6TAP in Chicago. As I said, we hope to have gig ether connections later this year. Real soon now there will be a possibility for fast ether channel if you want to, and we are thinking about the possibility of having more than 2 colo facilities, because the 2 colo facilities today are not full, but well, they're approaching full. There is a 3rd location coming along, which used to be a linear accelerator. They're cleaning the mess up now, and we hope to have space for 1,500 more racks end of this year. Right, that's it. I understand there's opportunity for questions after all the exchange presentations. Okay, so this is the URL of the Amsterdam Internet Exchange, www.am6.net. Okay, thank you.